Hi, I'm Sean, and I'm back to carry on the Romulan mystery story arcs. We only have a few to go here. Well, we're a bit over halfway at least. We did the vault, which was a little tricky there. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you've played it, drop a comment on the YouTube. If you're on Twitch Live, give us a follow. Follows are always good. So the next mission is Mine Enemy. I quite like this mission. It's quite long. It occasionally has a little bug in it, but we'll see if we can get all the way through without encountering that. So onwards and upwards.
Starfleet intelligence has decoded the list of Riemann targets that you recovered from the vault. I need you to investigate one of these locations and determine why Obasek and his forces planned an attack there. The Vahar system is still technically part of the Romulan Star Empire, but Ferengi speculators have moved in, and the Empress has done nothing to remove them. The Ferengi have reopened the mines and are now doing business with anyone with latinum. You will go to the Vahar system under the pretense of negotiating a possible trade agreement with the Federation. Talk to Madron, the operator of the mines. Convince him to allow you access. Find out all you can. Once we know why Obasek and the Remans are targeting these mines, then we will be able to decide how to proceed.
So I'm just seeing if we have any equipment we want to swap over, of course.
I have new missions for you.
Of course, as always. So we can come out of that screen and begin Mine Enemy. You will have made your way to the system. I don't need to tell you how to do that. There we are in our yellow circle. And of course, when we get to the system, if we're in the right place, this window will pop up and tell us what missions we have. We can patrol the system, which is a side mission, or we can go straight in. Patrol missions can give you some extra XP, boost your level up a little bit. But for the sake of these walkthroughs, I'll go straight in. So we need to scan these moons, and unless you easily voice, I'll skip through the actual screen. You can read that yourself.
You've stuck your nose in our business for the last time, Starfleet. All ships, attack! Attack!
Oh, dearie me. I don't think these Orions are going to last too long against us. Now, we did pick up some Scorpion fighters before, so I'll just launch a couple of those. They can help us fight off these corvettes. We don't need help, I just wanted to show you there how that works and what it does. Now, as they're not in a hangar bay, they're actually classed as a disposable item, so as you'll see when we use them, the count will go down each time, and eventually we will run out.
Target shield has failed.
Now, there was some gas right there, building material. As we're close enough to it, I'll go just pick that up. It'll come in handy when we're doing some R&D a little bit later. Oops, wrong way. Got it. And I noticed there was some more over here to the right. We'll pick that up en route to scanning this next moon. And welcome if you've just joined the channel and you're viewing live. It's good to see you again. I don't know who you are, but hey, hi there. If you clicked follow, I assume you have. If you're a new person just watching me live for the first time, please do follow. Also, we have a YouTube channel where we put the recorded versions of these missions. So we're going to, we need to contact all of these moons. The first one decided they wanted to throw some corvettes at us. Didn't worry us too much. This is our second moon here. And here's our lovely ship, the USS Hawkmoon 3. If you've
This
been
moon is
following the
private property.
videos,
No solicitors, beggars, or Starfleet allowed.
if you've been following the videos, you'll realize that each level up when I get a new ship, I'm keeping the same name of the ship and I'm just adding a number so that for people following through the tutorials and missions from scratch, it gives you an idea of how many times we've leveled up and how many new ships we've got during the process. So, alrighty.
Hello, my good friends. I'm so happy to meet you. Perhaps you are in the market for some high-quality magnesite? We have the finest ore in the quadrant. On behalf of the miners and residents here, I'm more than happy to welcome you to our home. Please transport to the surface.
So here we have a Ferengi. I think it's the first time we bumped into the Ferengi in these missions. So this is Madron, and we actually need to contact him when we go down to the mission.
Unfortunately, the large amounts of extremely pure magnesite ore in the core of our little world will interfere with your sensors. For safety reasons, I must insist that you use the transporter signal enhancers that I have installed at my own expense. Also, I know you Starfleet types are so fond of your away teams, but could you please restrict the number of crew you bring down to the surface? My people here aren't used to strangers, and you wouldn't want to disrupt their work, would you?
So there's obviously something. He only wants us to bring down one away team member, and that's cool. So we can choose who we're going to bring down. We can actually bring Zing down, who is a Ferengi. That could be quite fun. What has he got for us? Mine barriers, turrets, cover shields. That's fine. I'm going to bring him down just for the fun of it. I'm not going to be too selective about my landing party on this particular mission. So here we are. We actually need to go and find Madron, talk to him. There are various other people we can talk to around. If we open our big map up, we can see that he is over here in our green circle. But we'll also chat to a couple of people along the way just to see what they have to say about what's going on.
Did you need something? It's a long story. After the destruction of Romulus, I joined a group of colonists looking for a new place to settle. We chose to form a new agrarian community on Viranot, a pastoral world on the edge of Romulan space. Our colony was attacked and destroyed. I managed to evade the attackers and get off-world with a small group of people. My luck ran out here, and I've been stuck ever since. I'm a biochemist by trade. I specialize in hemocyanin, a division of hematology, working with copper-based blood. On Viranot, I handled a lot of issues related to food compatibility and local biochemistry. These days, I mostly handle minor medical issues and nutritional deficiencies for the people living here. I can't afford passage off of this moon. I've managed to stay out of debt, but I don't know how long that will last. This whole mining facility is nothing but strange. That Ferengi, Madron, rides everyone hard to make a profit. But just when it looks like things will get too bad, he turns around and does something generous. Folks have occasionally disappeared, and not by leaving on a ship. People here for weeks or months will suddenly vanish. People talk about seeing strange things, or being kept out of parts of the mine by the guards. There's something deeper in those mines. I'm sure of it.
We do like a good mystery, don't we? Let's go and talk to the next refugee over here en route to Madron.
If you go into the mine, watch for the silver spheres. There are creatures in the dark. Devils. They're made of stone. Nothing can hurt them, and their touch burns. I've seen them moving around in the tunnels. Anywhere you see the silver spheres, the monsters are not far away.
Well, that sounds interesting. I'm randomly asking questions. You can go top to bottom.
I last saw him 2 days ago. Madron assigned both of us to work in the upper levels of the mine. Toshin's drill bit broke, and he needed a new one. I know I should have gone with him. It's not safe to be in the mine alone. Now he's gone.
Okay, so I'm not going to do all of the options there. You obviously can do that yourself in your mission. Our main thing we need to do is to find and talk to Madron, so we're going to do that straight away. And he's up this hill.
On behalf of everyone on this forsaken rock, let me be the first to welcome you to Hathara. As you can see, we don't have time for pleasantries. And I'm not sharing my Tranya stash with you. So, why don't we skip the chit-chat and get down to business? Unfortunately, I cannot call this mine my own. I'm just a middleman. Out of the goodness of my heart, I help the residents here pass on the products of their hard work to commercial entities such as yourself. The minuscule transaction fee and trade tariff I keep to offset my expenses is figured into the unit cost of the ore. My operation has become one of the best in the area because of the high demand for my services from both sides. I provide the best mining equipment and supplies in the sector to the miners, while my customers get competitive pricing on the ore they need. I don't pay much attention to that. Miners have empty carts, and they return with ones filled with ore. If you're that interested, you could visit the mines themselves, but I don't recommend it. It's such a dirty, disagreeable business. And I'm convinced that breathing ore dust for too long is terrible for you. The miners who live near my quarters used to keep me up night after night with their dreadful coughing. I had to install soundproofing just to get some sleep. Are you sure you wouldn't rather have... Are you sure you wouldn't rather look at the ore I have for sale? Really? Suit yourself. Just remember, I have an exclusive contract to export magnesite ore from this moon. If you try to cut me out of your deals, you'll regret it.
Miners. And find out what's going on. But I've noticed down here there is a little bit of crafting material. We'll just pick that up. By now you should be getting quite used to using that scanner there. Be a bit quicker at it. So who have we got over here in this circle here? He's a surveyor.
I'm sorry, I really can't talk at the moment. I have to finish a survey of the area so the miners can start work on a new mine shaft.
And or she.
As much as I'd appreciate someone else to lug around this heavy equipment, it's all very delicate, and I'd only trust a capable scientist to help me.
Well, that's a shame because we are not a scientist. So, on to the next one. And en route, if we come across people, we'll go and talk to them.
Stay in the settlement. Don't go down into the mine. And whatever you do, don't leave this area. I do not wish you harm, stranger. And there are many dangers here. There is a group. They rule the mine. And they are dangerous. Even Madron fears them. If you avoid them, they will ignore you. Now defy them, and they will turn on you. Last week, a good man died because he would not give them what they wanted. He was not the first.
So
there are many monsters on this moon that you would be wise to avoid. Outside of the settlement, there are packs of wild animals. If you take a warrigal from its mother when it's very young, it can be tamed. If you wait too long, they are savage. The packs of wild warrigal roam the edges of our settlement. Often they prowl the refuse piles, looking for scraps of food. A pack of warrigal can kill even a strong man. And you must be careful when you are in their territory. And they are not the only monsters here. The miners tell stories about creatures made of stone who can burn you to cinders. I have not seen one of these creatures myself, but I know that many people who enter the mine do not leave it.
So we're getting information that we've already heard, just getting some confirmation there. Oh look, we got some more crafting material in here, pick that up. Alrighty, who's the next person we need to talk to? There is someone around here. Aha.
I can't talk to you. I can't talk to anyone. I'm on the run. And if those thugs see me talking to you, then you'll be in danger too. Look at you. You're almost as scrawny as I am, and I haven't eaten in 2 days. Thanks, but I need a real fighter on my side. These guys would kill you, and I don't want your blood on my hands.
Oh, that's a bit of a kick in the nuts, isn't it? Anyway, we're not tech, we are engineers, so he's no good to us. So we'll pop along to this. Last guy here. Talk to him.
I don't have time to talk to you right now. I need to repair this drill so I can make a living.
Well, I'm an engineer. Maybe I can help.
Not unless you know anything about laser induction coils. You don't by any chance know anything about laser induction coils, do you?
Well, look, it's funny you should say that.
If I ask Modron for a replacement laser induction coil, he'll charge me 100 times what it's worth. He's the only one who brings supplies to this planet. I remember when we had regular contact with the home world and my brother there would send a package of sweets for my children in every transport. Now, I can't dwell on the past. My problem is this broken drill. I have to fix it or I won't make quota. We salvage parts from old equipment and sometimes other people here will trade components. But this requires some specific components. If you think you can help me, I'll mark your map with the locations of some people who might have what we need.
Alrighty, so we need to collect 3 parts to fix this drill. Yeah, he said he'll mark the map for us. So let's go on our merry way and pick some things up. We'll go straight on first because it's the easiest one to get to, and then work our way back. Now these options are spinning around pretty quick here. What do they need to do to avoid breaking the drill bit? Let's have a look. I think cooling it may work. It doesn't, so that was wrong. That was wrong. Oh no. So we're just going to keep going until we hit the right answer here. Sometimes you'll get it on the first go. There you go. Sometimes it'll take a lot of goes. Unless you happen to be an engineer and you know about these things, then you would get the right answer straight away. So there you go. We managed to get 1 part. So on to the next guy. Oh, I think
there's a group
we've
of people down there
to this
who treat
person here. It wasn't the person we actually wanted to get to. Oh, map. Yeah, we're still a little bit away here. And it looks like they're the other side of this structure. Ah, there they are. Very nice. Just gave us the part. Nothing to actually do there. That was cool. And the next guy should be over here. But they're not. Okay, he's run away, so we need to catch him and find where he's gone to. This could be interesting. I'm going to use my scanner to see if that'll help me locate him. Doesn't. Is it that one there? No. Let's have a look. There's our map. Give us a clue. Not necessarily. Is there anyone running away? Not that we can see. So now we play a running around tag game, trying to find the particular miner who has the part we need.
I have heard this, but I have not seen that it is true. Are you going to go to every Romulan on every world and hand them bread? Because that is the only way you can help all of us. The strong take from the weak. Sela and her ships are strong. The Tal Shiar is strong. Your aid goes to fill their bellies and heal their wounds, Starfleet, not mine.
Oh dear. We go to go. So, where's our friend gone? All right, well, he's running away, and so that is probably a good clue that
you don't hurt me. I don't have the latinum now, but I can... Oh? Madron didn't send you here to break my kneecap? I have a system. I thought I could contact her to send me some latinum, but Madron won't let me use the subspace array. You see, I owe him some money. Yeah, and I didn't make my quota last month because I was sick and... But that's life, isn't it? All you can do is try to hang on to whatever you have left. I'll give you the part you need. Take it, and I hope it solves your problem.
There we go. So when you're playing this, it's a guy who's running away from you that you have to chase. So we solved that one pretty quickly. And we have all three parts. So we need to go back to the drill operator and give him the parts. Just to double check we're going in the right direction, which we are not. Now we are. We've got to work our way around this building to the other side. There he is. Let's make his day.
Thank you. With these parts, I can fix this drill and get back to work. I need to make my quota today or Madron will cut my pay again. I already owe him so much latinum, I don't know how I'll ever repay it. He brings in food and supplies that we need, but the prices are so high. I remember the dark days after we lost Romulus. There were no supply shipments for months. I had to listen to my children cry because they were so hungry. I might spend the rest of my life in debt, but I have a life.
Good man, always seeing the positive.
To answer your question, though, I don't know what makes this mine different from any other mine. The magnesite isn't any different. Maybe there are some veins with less impurities in the lower levels of the mine. I wouldn't know. There's a group of thugs who keep everyone away from those areas. And I won't risk a beating just to satisfy my curiosity. If you want to risk checking it out, that's your business.
Okay, so we've completed that optional mission. Got another badge, love it. And we need to go back to Madron there. So around this corner, up the hill again. There's quite a bit of running around in this particular mission, and that's okay. There's lots to see. A very, very well constructed little mining town here. And again, most people won't explore it. You'll just run up and down this hill, and it seems to me the developers put in a lot of time making these places, and it's worth having a look around, even if you can't do anything.
You want to go in the mine? Are you really interested in buying any magnesite? Or are you just here to cause trouble? Because if it's the latter, I know someplace you can start a little ruckus. There's a gang that controls the bottom levels of the mine. They won't even let me in there. Previously, I allowed them to keep their little kingdom in exchange for information. But lately, they've been more trouble than they're worth. And the intel they're feeding me is useless. Honestly, Who doesn't know about the Breen invasion of the fairy space?
Got to be honest, I didn't, but I do now. So we need to go and find out what is going on in the mine. So, down to the mine entrance we go. Where's Zing? Still coming along for the ride? Yep, there he is. And into the mine. So we bring up our map, we can look ahead and see if there's any trouble, which there is, but of course we know there was going to be trouble. Otherwise there's not a lot of point coming in here. Little material over here, we'll pick it up, only takes a few seconds. All right, now he doesn't want us to go down there.
What do you want?
So we've got a choice. We can be nice to him or just tell him to get out of the way. How are we feeling today? We're feeling a little gruff. So we'll just tell him to get out of the way. And he's going to get a bit upset with us here. To be honest, he was probably going to do it. They don't want us going into the mine, so we'll just deal with it. In the good old-fashioned non-interference way of Starfleet. Now, Kirk would have done that. Picard would have probably gone the other route. So, yeah, up to you how you do this. Lots of baddies in here. So remember, we'll get our Mortar out. We'll get Bob out. Bob, if you're watching these videos, is my little seeker drone who fly off beat people up for me. If you've got these items, use them. You don't have to, but it does make things easier for you. And what's the point in having a special item if you don't use it? So there we go. Having does captain enemy who is actually attacking you. So it's up to you how you use your targeting key. We'll pick these items up. What have we got? Shield and a hypo. And another shield charge. Just check anything we didn't pick up yet. No, we got it all. No, around here. So at later levels, you won't pick these things up because they're really very small charges and health items. But at this level, we need them, or our crew need them. So we'll pick all these up while we're in a safe spot. And we need to examine the mine. Or the campsite here. Before we do that again, we're in our safe spot. Bring up our character screen. Is there anything here better than we've already got? We've got a Mark IV shield on. There's a Mark V here. It's not as good as our Mark IV because of the level. We can break down some shield charges down here. But Zing has come with us. So Zing's only on a Mark IV here. This particular Mark V is better than his Mark IV, so we'll give him that. Is this weapon better than his? Yes, so we'll give him a better weapon. We'll give him some food to keep his health up. And there's nothing else there we need to worry about, but we have at least used some items that we've picked up. Now, this is where we go back to a tutorial which you will have forgotten about, and was a bit of a pain in the bum for me. Had a bit of a glitch when we was doing the tutorial. But here he's telling us there's some pressure plates. And in order to go through to the next room, we actually have to use them. So you'll notice here there's one on the left, one on the right, and somebody's got to be standing on them, and there's only 2 of us. So what we need to do is to get Zing, and then we're going to click where we want him to go, and he'll go and stand there. So he's on that pressure plate, and we'll go and stand on the other one. Fantastic. So we can now open that door. Brilliant. Now we need to tell him to not be on there anymore. And this is where it was a little buggy last time, because I found it was hard to actually deactivate that. And again, I'm having trouble. See, it says right click to dismiss, and I've been right clicking on the floor. Maybe we right click on this button here. Let's have a look. And there we go. That's what happened last time. We needed to right click actually on the button and not on the floor. So we have learned something today, and this is what these tutorials or walkthroughs are all about, is working through the issues together. And as I say, I'm doing this as if we are, we can turn that off now. Or can we? Go away. Oh yeah, the X. And the X is actually not going to work for us. So again, it's not turning itself off. I'm going to play around with this until it does. Yeah, that. Right, well, unfortunately that's not going away. It's meant to. I'll actually Google that issue to see if there is a fix for that. Going to the next screen should sort that out as well, but let's have a look.
You are out of line.
With all due respect, sir, there is a difference between protecting the Empire from her enemies and provoking
There is much here you do not understand, Janek. The Remans need to know their place, as do you. I will not forget your insubordination, Commander. The Tal Shiar has no place for officers who cannot follow orders. I'll be in the command center.
Colonel, they were civilians. Their blood is on our hands.
Get used to it. There will be more. Speaking of which, why don't you clean out the brig before you become a resident there?
So, we need to find the access codes. And to do that, we're going through to the right here. I wish I could get rid of that. Aha. Alrighty, well that was interesting. It did what it was meant to do there. You clicked on it and it went away. So again, sometimes the system is a little buggy.
Enemy targets on sensor.
We seem to upset this analyst here, so we'll just basically shoot her in the face. There she goes. Read these logs. And you can go to each of these stations. Now we know they're going to get upset, so may as well deal with picking them straight off. Read these logs here. And these logs are just telling us what's been going on. They can be quite interesting as part of the storyline. Unfortunately, we do have to kill all these people. It's not really a pacifist sort of a game. And each one of these logs, you'll notice, is about a different race of people. We've had Starfleet, we've had Borg there. This is about Cardassians. But we still haven't found the access code. So there's another console down here. Let's have a look. We don't have the code to go through the door. So somewhere in here is the access code. Use our scanner, see if it can point us in the right general direction, and it's pointing us back down to this console. Let's give it another go. Now we've found another console. Alright, so we've got a puzzle to solve here. Definitely needs us to go into this area here, but we can't get there yet. What about these doors? Can we go through these doors? No. So we're going to try various doors. Okay. So we're in another area here.
Enemy targets on sensors. Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
Now just make sure we watch our shields and our health up in the top left here. Sometimes we get a bit cocky and we forget because we've had some easy targets. And what do we have in these consoles? Still not the access code. Nothing up here. We'll pop up the other side. By this console here. No. Now there's some building material over here. Let's go grab that. Okay. We'll just continue to have a look down here because we are trying to find maybe somewhere console where it does have the access codes. That could be all part of the same console. 448532. We'll go over this side. I'm pretty sure it's the same. Yep. So, not in here, my friend. Not in here. But we can go through and to the right here, by the looks of it. How do we get through there? Let's have a look. Alrighty. Now, there's a baddie there. He's shooting at something, so we'll get a little bit of a health boost there from our tribble. Make sure Zing's with us. We'll get Bob out again. And off we go.
Personal shield losing power.
See, and this also demonstrates bringing down the right character with us. We brought Zing because he is a Ferengi and it's fun, but you might want to bring down somebody who heals you more or is more aggressive. Now here we have a Horta. And if you've seen the original series, you get the great line from McCoy, "I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer, Jim." Oh, the memories, the memories, the memories. Well, he doesn't want us to kill him. We're not going to do that. There are no building materials around. So, no access code. Back the other way. Pick that up. Science kit. It's no good to us. Alrighty, so we will need to go to the right here, perhaps. Let's try this door over here. Now it's interesting, new respawn point unlocked. That means it's going to be pretty hairy. There's nothing showing us what's going on the map, but we know something is about to go on, and it's not going to be in our favor. Alrighty. So that's interesting. There's nothing we can actually do here at the moment. So we definitely need to get over here and find that access key. We haven't managed to do that yet. Right, we'll run back because something is going to happen in this area once we've completed the other parts of this mission. So the access key, this is a bit of a mystery. Usually in these things, the item you need is not far away from where you need to use it. Obviously, I can't remember from previous plays years ago where that key is, but we've missed something somewhere. I'll just have a quick repeat of what we've done already. Somewhere around here, guys, must be the answer to our problem. Have we done these logs here? Oh, there's two lots here. Perhaps I've missed it. But no, I haven't. Interesting. So let's go and repeat all of this. Was there only one thing to do here? There was. Was there only one thing to do here? There was. Same over here. Same over here. And over here. So, we've missed something somewhere. Alright, I've just gone through the wrong door and didn't see this one perhaps.
But I have my own neck to worry about. I'll be joining you in there soon enough. If Hakiv has his way, we all will.
So I want to bring the map up here. Yeah, I'd just not gone through this door. Silly man. And it had a green circle around it. Okay, here we are. We have some consoles in here. What do they do? We can open the prison cells. Let's hope that they will be on our side when we do that. You'd think they would, being prisoners, but that's not always the case. I'm going to take a gamble. So now look, the prisoners are out and they're our buddies. That's really cool. Hasn't found us the access code yet. Now there's somebody up here, look, the commander. We'll quickly get our weapons out. Hunt them down. Now we need to keep on them until we've hurt them enough that they stop firing at us. Didn't take too long, eh? I'll just have a look up here before I talk to them, just in case there's anything interesting. There's not.
Enough! I surrender. I value my life more than the Tal Shiar's secrets. I'll tell you anything you want to know. But first, you must tell me why you are here and what you want. The Remans know about this base? Impossible! Only the leadership of the Tal Shiar know we're here. The Empress herself couldn't find us. I don't believe you, but it makes no difference. This is not a military installation. We listen and record here. Nothing more. There are many targets that those Reman scum would find much more tempting.
Now you see here there would be two options to talk, but we've only got one. This could be because of some previous action we took, or it could be because of our character type. So yeah, sometimes the storyline will adapt a little bit to you. It all has the same end results. It's just how you get there.
Are you sure you want to end things like this?
We don't have a lot of choice. So unfortunately, whether we want to or not, they have to go. That's a little bit sad. So, now we have to go to the control room. We should now have the access codes. After a little bit of running around, I hope you enjoyed that. It's been an extra 10 minutes. But it's all good, because that's how your gameplay works. You have to suss out what's going on. And in we go. Now, we can see here we've got enemy coming in, but we need to get to the other side of the structure. So we'll just finish these guys off. Where's Bob when you need him? Come on, Bob. Oh. Now, something we've learned from this mission is that Zing isn't the most helpful person in the world, and that comes in handy when we do our next mission. They probably are not going to come down with us. Certainly not alone. Poor Zing, he's getting fired. You get that on the big jobs.
How did you find this place? What else do you know? No matter. You won't be revealing anything to your superiors. It's disappointing I cannot give you a proper interrogation. But I have much to do and little time. The self-destruct sequence has begun. This base will be your tomb.
Oh, well, that sucks. So what do we need to do? We've got to get the Tal Shiar records, so let's do that first. We're not afraid of a little collapsing building. Well, we're a little bit afraid. And here we go, we have to get out of here before the whole thing collapses. Now the game makes this exciting for us. The grounds are shaking, the rocks are falling. So we're just going to run. Basically we're going to run away. We'll check our map. Here we go, straight through the way we came. Yikes. If you don't like the shaking screen because of maybe some eye condition you have or other such things, you can go into your options and turn things off like that so the screen doesn't shake. It's a bit more realistic when it's on. And there we have it. We couldn't go back that way. So we found out what's going on in the mine, and we need to go and tell Madron exactly what we think about that. You'll have noticed before people talking about the animals on the outside. Well, they've gone now, but you could actually have gone and attacked them and stuff like that if you wanted to. You don't have to kill everything in sight. It's your game, it's your story, but I generally do it the way I would do it if I was actually there.
My mine! What have you done to my mine?
I wouldn't have gone out of the way to do that. So options, options, options. Oh, I like the James Bondy sort of thing. We'll just give him a sarcastic line.
Tal Shiar? I'm shocked. I had no idea. I certainly wouldn't have sent you down there if you... Say, you didn't happen to find anything valuable down there, did you? Because if you did, remember, I have an exclusive contract.
Oh, there we go. Typical Ferengi.
And what's it to you? This is a rough area of the quadrant, you know, and they're good neighbors. If you're not easily embarrassed. Their cameras and listening devices are everywhere. I haven't had a single problem with Orions or Herodians since they moved in. And it doesn't hurt that I acquired the odd bit of information here and there. I'm a businessman, and information is big business. Unfortunately, no. I'll admit, I was trying to find out, but their systems were locked down tight. I'm sure whatever it was had to be big news. Everyone was on edge. Janik and Hakiv were barely speaking, and I once heard Hakiv mumbling something about orders. Someone's been pulling his strings, but I don't know who. I do know that Tal Shiar takes security very seriously. If you manage to pull any files from their system, you can expect them to be heavily encoded. Trust me on that. I speak from experience. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go talk 100 Romulans into digging a new mine to replace the one you destroyed. My profit margin for this month is ruined.
Oh, that's a shame. So we've done that part of that mission. It says here we need to go to our ready room. So this is something we haven't done yet. Or we can go to the conference room and decrypt the Tal Shiar files. So we go up to our ship. And it's not often you have to do this, but our ready room is on our ship, and we've only mentioned it briefly once before. If we click this little drop down icon here, it tells us we can go to our bridge, and we need to be on our ship. So here we are on our bridge again, and what we need to do is to go to our ready room. Which is not there. Maybe it's on the other side. Let's have a look. See. Yep, here's our ready room. We can do various things in here. We can access our account bank if we want. We can set up some trophies. Let's have a look. Got any trophies? Ah, there we go. F2. Exit. So it should be showing some trophies there. It's not. Maybe we just don't have them yet. Over here we can go to library files, or over here we can contact our duty officers from here. But what we need to do is to decrypt these files. Now let's see if we can do it from here. Yeah, so the library computer allows us to decrypt these files. Now we need to decrypt them. They're not just going to automatically work for us. So we're going to look at the file structure, and we're going to cross-reference things with Starfleet records. And this is wrong. Now if we've read all those logs, which I'm sure you did, you'll know the answers to this. So here we know that this in red is wrong. So we need to change the faulty information. Now you do that by reading all the files, or you can just take a guess. And there, that's green. So you've got three choices. You can just click each one until you get the right answer. So that's the first one. Next lot of files here. We've always got to analyze, cross-reference, find out the missing information, change the faulty information. There it is in green. Next file. Fair bit of faulty information in there. Lucky strike on the bottom one. Next file. Apparently we're having trouble with that one. So we'll come out of there and do the next file for now. And we actually did this mission as our first proper mission. So we knew that answer, didn't we? So we need to sort this one out. There's quite a lot of things wrong in here. And it fixed it. There we go. So that's the end of Mine Enemy. We need to report to Admiral Tanay. And usually that will happen by automatically if we're outside the ship. If we're inside the ship, in order to report, we can go into our mission journals and progress, find the mission we just did. At the top here, it's got a green tick, Mine Enemy. Click on that, and we should be able to hail Tanay from here. Again, it's changed a bit since the
The
last time
Tal
I did
Shiar
it.
records you recovered showed that Hakiv and his forces have been targeting the Remans for months. Obasek and his followers have been driven from their homes, had their ships destroyed, and their loved ones killed or imprisoned. Some might say that Obasek's campaign against the Tal Shiar is just. However, Obasek was planning on using Thalaron weapons in the Fahar system, which would have killed hundreds of innocent civilians, as well as the Tal Shiar cell there. This is the problem with revenge. Violence and fury only create more pain and suffering.
So sometimes things change. In the old days, this button that says Open Mission Journal used to have Hail, and we'd get the same option. So it's a matter of just playing around sometimes and finding out what option gets you where you need to be. So that was Mine Enemy. Our next episode will be Frozen. So thank you for watching Mine Enemy. I've been Sean, you've been here or not. Don't forget to follow, and if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. I know I say it at the end of every video, but it is important to people who do these sorts of videos to know somebody's watching and that you want us to do another one. So have a great day. Take care of you, and I'll see you in the next video.